Hello friends, so welcome to this lecture. In this particular demo, we'll see how we can use the just-in-time access feature of Azure Security Center. So in the previous theory lecture, we have already discussed that just-in-time access basically enables you to lock down inbound traffic to your VM which you have created by allowing access only for a limited time. Let's say if you want to provide access to some administrator for 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on the time for which he needs to do the work onto that particular server or VM. In that case, you can provide the access. So let's see how we can do that. So go to the Azure Security Center. If you'll click on just-in-time access option under Advanced Cloud Defense, you can see the virtual machines. But right now we are not able to see the VM because we have just configured the VM and it takes time to get reflected. So we'll click on virtual machine, and so this is the virtual machine which you have already configured to save the time in this demo. Click on this configuration option and click on enable just-in-time access, and within few seconds we'll be able to see a particular VM over there. And right now you'll see if we go to the networking section of this particular VM, immediately a just-in-time access rule has been created which is with a higher priority and denying the traffic for RDP. So earlier there we were having this rules related to this RDP only. So now one more rule has been added wherein the RDP has been denied. So there would be no RDP to this particular machine. So now if we'll go to the virtual machine, we can access for a just-in-time access for a particular time. So now let's go to the we'll go to the virtual machine under the Azure Security Center, and we'll see how we can request access. So if you'll click on just-in-time access, and once, let's say if we click on request access, and let's say if I'll click on toggle on and will provide access to my IP, and let's say open ports, and here we can define the time range for which the access would be required. Let's say 2 hours, 3 hours, all those information we can provide. So let's say I needed access for only 3 or 4 hours, and I should be able to get the information how many hours I have the access. So to slider value, I'll show you how the option by adding one another port over here. So we'll click on open ports, and you'll see a new rule would have been created within the network security group of our particular virtual machine wherein it provide access on a particular IP. So here is our virtual machine configuration. Let's go to the networking tab, and we'll see the NSG rule now. So now you can see another rule has been created with a higher priority. Means now the RDP has been allowed for the particular source. It means my IP, my public IP now has been allowed to take a RDP of this particular machine. So that is the beauty, and this particular RDP rule will automatically be deleted for the duration which you have provided, and again the access to this particular machine will be stopped. And now this is the RDP only, and if there is a requirement you can add other ports as well into the same. So how you can add other ports, if you'll go to the virtual machine under security center, just scroll right, click on edit, and you can add the number of ports you need. And let's say if I need to allow FTP or SSH, and in here if you toggle it right, you'll get the options that okay, for how much time you need to provide this particular access, and protocol, TCP, UDP, all these information you can choose it from here. So I have mentioned the allowed source IPs, click on OK. So I have added another rule for 21, and now you can basically request access for other ports as well. Let's say if I need access from for 21 as well, click on open ports and the time range which has been defined. Another just-in-time rule would have been created in our virtual machine. So you can see another just-in-time rule has been created for port 21 as well. So this is the beauty that, okay, you can add port and you can request access, then a new rule would have been created to provide the access for that particular time being. So this is it, friends. In this particular lecture, we have discussed how we can enable the just-in-time access, use the just-in-time access feature to provide access to a particular VM for a particular time being. So thank you. Thank you for watching this lecture. Meet you in the next lecture.